Good afternoon, Northeastern. I am Dennis Rome, Provost of Northeastern Illinois University, and it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you, our graduates, your families, and guests to the commencement ceremony for May 2022 graduates. We also extend greeting to those of you who are watching the live online broadcast of this ceremony from around the world. We call this event a commencement because it is the beginning of something new, a new stage in the lives of those receiving degrees today. The event looks to the future, but at the same time, it is filled with many traditions from the past. Perhaps the most obvious tradition is the academic regalia worn by faculty and graduates. The square cap worn by graduates, for example, originated at Oxford University in England in the 12th century. This and other traditions, such as the ceremonial orb, which will be placed right over there, and the academic honors medallions are described in your program booklet. For many years, one of the most popular traditions in America has been a musical one, with the processional to Edgar Elgar's famous work, Pomp and Circumstance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the dedicated members of our faculty and staff.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Golden Alumni, the class of 1970, 1971, and 1972. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the platform party and President Gibson.
President Gibson, Northeastern Illinois University's commencement convocation for May 2022 graduates is now formed. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. I am Dennis Rome, Provost at Northeastern Illinois University, and it's my pleasure to welcome you once again to the commencement ceremony for May 2022 graduates. It's a big day for our students, families, faculty, staff, and you're so happy, we're so happy you could join us for today's celebration. I ask that members of the armed forces, veterans, and first responders, either in the graduating class or in the audience, please stand. Thank you for your service to our country, both abroad and here at home. Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, though you did not have the opportunity to process in, I ask that you all stand and have this opportunity to be greeted by the faculty and your friends and loved ones. Graduates, please stand. And now, with everyone else, graduates, please remain standing. With everyone else, please rise for the singing of our national anthem, led by student vocalist Erica Brown Thomas.
stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang out, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Thank you, Ms. Erica Brown Thomas, and our wonderful musicians here today. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you members of the Platform Party who are with us today to extend their congratulations to our graduates. Would each member please stand when I call your name? I ask that you hold your applause until all members have been introduced. Tim Duggan, Professor of Educational Inquiry and Curriculum Studies. Jill Hallett, Instructor, Literacy Education and Secondary Education, and today's Herald. Dre Elzie, Interim Chief of Staff. G.A. Finch, University Counsel. Shireen Rashanavan, Executive Director, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. Salema Perez, Senior Executive Director, Government Relations. Jody Reuter is our student speaker today. Edwin Medina, President of the Student Government Association. Terry Mena, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Kimberly Buster Williams, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Melanie Burton, Member, NEIU Alumni Association. Stephen Harris, Dean of Libraries. Andrea Evans, Interim Dean, Daniel L. Goodwin, College of Education. Mike Bedell, Dean, College of Business and Technology. Katrina Bell Jordan, Dean, College of Arts and Sciences. Marcelo Steinberg, Interim Dean, College of Graduate Studies and Research. Shane Colfer, Associate Provost. Charles Serrano, Member of the Northeastern Illinois University Board of Trustees. Marvin Garcia, Member of the Northeastern Illinois University Board of Trustees. Carlos Escocia, Member of the Northeastern Illinois University Board of Trustees. Jim Palos, Chair of the Northeastern Illinois University Board of Trustees. Juan Gabriel Moreno, Commencement Speaker. And our very own Gloria Gibson, President, Northeastern Illinois University. And I am very pleased to introduce to you Mr. Jim Palos, Chair of the Board of Trustees of Northeastern Illinois University. Mr. Palos also currently serves as Executive Director of the Hyde Park Institute and a seasoned Chief Executive of educational and nonprofit organizations. Chair Palos operated a consulting firm advising educational and nonprofit institutions in strategy, operations, and organic growth. He also serves as president of Wilbur Wright College, a community college with 14,500 students. Let's give a big round of applause for Trustee Palos.
Welcome, everyone. How happy I am to be with all of you today. Graduates, we, everyone here, salute you. You have worked hard, you have studied, you have learned, you have grown as a person, and today we celebrate that. But before I address you, with your permission, I have a few words for others here present. Parents, families, and friends of our graduates, welcome and thank you. You have brought us to today. Through your love and support, your guidance and encouragement, you have brought us here today. And I thank you and I congratulate you. Padres, familias y amigos de nuestros graduados, les felicito porque ustedes han hecho este día posible. Han apoyado y guiado a nuestros graduados. Les felicito. Ustedes nos han traído a este bendito día. To all who work at NEIU, all who register our students, who provide advising, all who make the campus look clean and welcoming, to all who work at NEIU and make it go day to day, thank you for bringing us to today. To our faculty, who generously share their knowledge, who have accompanied our graduates step by step. Our faculty who have navigated all the challenges that the pandemic has brought and have been there day after day, class after class, to deliver, to fulfill their own dream of helping you, graduates, to learn and mature and become the person you are today. To all our faculty, I thank you for bringing us to today. To our president, Gloria Gibson, who sets the pace in dedication to you, to your success, who has worked more hours than you can imagine to direct the university in making today possible. President Gibson and all your cabinet, I thank you for your leadership and for bringing us to today. And to my fellow trustees, how fortunate I am to work with you. You give your time and your talents in evenings, on weekends. You give of yourselves to help these young people in a quiet and hidden way to bring their lives forward. Thank you for bringing us to today. And now to each of you who make up the class of 2022, I ask you, make us proud. Make us proud as you have today. Make us proud by the quality of the lives that you lead, by your nobility of character, by how you live for other people, because you are generous and giving, especially to those more in need, because you care for your spouse and your children, because you're upright and honest and strong, because you're good at your work, gaining the admiration of your colleagues and customers, because you have high ideals and you work to live by them. Class of 22, make us proud as you have today. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Palos. For each commencement ceremony, one graduate is asked to speak on behalf of the graduating class. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce our student graduation speaker, Jody Roeder. Jody, yes, it's a special honor. Jody is graduating today with her master's degree in school administration in the Literacy, Leadership, and Development Department in the Goodwin College of Education. The degree is accompanied by the Illinois State Board of Education's pre-kindergarten through grade 12 public school principal endorsement. Jody comes from a family of educators, both on her side and her husband's, Kurt's, side of the family. After developing a reputation as a staunch child advocate as an elementary school teacher for 17 years by developing new and innovative programs in STEM in the local high school programs to help students in their social, emotional learning, she entered school administration where she has served as an assistant principal for 2 years and principal for the past 6 years at St. Catherine Labor Elementary School in Glenview, Illinois. As a school principal, she has led the way with many new initiatives like partnering with Empower II since 2018 to attain partial or full funding for over 60 families to attend. We congratulate Jody on her outstanding academic work these past few years to obtain her master's degree while working a very demanding full-time job and being a mom whose daughter, Michaela, just started college this year. Please join me in welcoming Jody.
Good afternoon. Oh, come on. You guys are much more awake. Good afternoon. President Gibson, Provost Rome, trustees, faculty and staff, special guests, family and friends, and of course, fellow students and everyone who has gathered here today. It is my pleasure and my honor to have been chosen as our student speaker representing all of our graduates today and to celebrate our successes. When I looked at the calendar and I saw that our commencement fell on Friday the 13th, yeah, I know. I'm not superstitious or anything, but as Michael Scott said from The Office, I'm just a little stitious. All joking aside though, I'd love to give a big shout out to all the families, significant others, and trusted friends who are sitting all behind you and around you. There is a reason they sit behind you and around you. That's right. They sit behind you and around us because they've had our backs and they have surrounded us with love and support through every step of our journey. If you do one thing today, just one, please take a moment to personally thank those people and let them know how important they were on your journey here today. For the past 25 years, I've worked my way from being a classroom teacher to an assistant principal to currently a principal. And please don't make me choose which one is my favorite, because I will never tell you. The only thing I will divulge is that whether I was the student, the teacher, or the administrator, education always played a huge role in my life. As I look out onto this amazing crowd today, I can see the impact that education has made on all of your lives. Today is the day that we have proven that all of our hard work, the homework, the assignments, the papers, and for some of us, the internships have paid off. There's a sign that hangs in my office back at my school that I frequently look at, not because of its appearance or its style. It wasn't even given to me as a gift. I bought it years ago because it reminded me of my late father. He too had a small little sign in his office that read, "I have to believe something extraordinary will happen." I remember thinking it was a bit strange that my dad would not only be hoping for something like that, but to also just have a sign where everybody could see it. And as the years went by, I realized that sign was actually a sign of hope. It was such a positive thought, and I think my father was just always looking for the silver lining in everything. So the sign that hangs in my office today reads, "Today is a good day for a good day." This sign reminds me that it's our responsibility to make every day a good day, even the ones that are extremely challenging. In my experience as a teacher and administrator, I've come to expect anything, both good and bad. Whether it was the frustration of a student who struggled in school, an upset parent, or middle school drama, I knew it was my responsibility to be the problem solver and to learn from these situations. In the best of times, I've seen children feel and see what success looks like. I've received grateful emails and phone calls from parents who were just happy that their child liked school again. I've witnessed middle schoolers rally around a classmate who had fallen on hard times and show their love and support. In those moments, I saw hope and possibility. And my sign with its simple words helped me to see the optimism that comes with it, especially today. Today is a good day because of what you have all worked so hard to achieve. Today is a good day because you just made your own self-worth that much more valuable. And today is here because you persevered. Someone once told me that anything worth achieving is worth persevering. During my time here at NEIU, I was juggling a full-time job, my family, classes, writing papers, going to internships, and let's throw a pandemic in there too while we're at it. So many times I had to think about that sign because there are moments when we all feel so overwhelmed, stuck, or even perhaps in over our heads. You probably have had your own moments where things didn't seem worth the trouble, the effort, or the energy. A time or two I asked myself, is what I'm going through really worth it? Do I have the stamina, the bandwidth, or even the grit that so many others seem to have and I was lacking? We live in a world of instant gratification. Likes on social media, thumbs up, thumbs down, hearts, shares, tweets, retweets, everything. Heck, even Amazon has one-day delivery. We're so used to seeing instant results. So working towards your bachelor's or graduate degree might have felt like a lifetime of work. But through your time here at NEIU, you've had many small moments that have continually added up. They built one upon the other, until you reached your goal. Our professors, instructors, support staff, they helped us all along the way to make sure that we kept persevering. They lifted us up and they made us better, moment by moment, day by day. They made us extraordinary. As students, you continually showed up and you were a part of the greater purpose to study and learn from the past, engage in the present, and change the future. Now that, my fellow graduates, is perseverance. So my hope for you today is that you continue showing up, persevering, and of course, achieving. Wherever you move on to, or whatever your next challenge is, don't just sit on the sidelines. Be curious, keep searching for those answers, where sometimes there may not seem to be any. Know what drives you, know what your work ethic is, and keep making it better. Be an example to everyone around you and who you associate with that it's okay to feel overwhelmed, stuck, or maybe even fail, because then you are demonstrating what perseverance truly looks like. Lastly, keep looking where you can make the most impact in your field, because somewhere out there is your dream job where you get to make all the good days you want. So, graduates of the class of 2022, it's time to celebrate. Take all your hard work and achievements with you, and as you leave today, always remember, every day is a good day, but today is a great day. Thank you.
We thank Jody for those very inspiring remarks. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Gloria Gibson, President of Northeastern Illinois University. Dr. Gibson has been president of the university since June 2018, having come to Northeastern from Morgan State University in Baltimore, where she served as provost and senior vice president for academic affairs. President Gibson's focus has been to provide access and opportunity to all students and to make sure they have support services in place to promote their success. As a first-generation college graduate herself, Gibson strives to inspire students in Chicago and beyond to understand a degree is, in fact, obtainable. And with the completion of a degree, it will change the trajectory of one's life, the family's life, and also make a meaningful impact on the students' communities. President Gibson's hard work and steadfast dedication is focused to help Northeastern reach its full potential and to honor its mission to, quote, prepare a diverse community of students for leadership and service in our region and in a dynamic, multicultural world. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President Gloria Gibson.
Good afternoon, Northeastern. All right, good afternoon. All right, congratulations to our graduates. Congratulations. It is a joy and an honor for me to speak to you briefly today. Class of 2022, now that you've completed the requirements for the degrees you are about to receive today, you shouldn't think of our commencement ceremony as a time when something ends. It's really a beginning, as well as an opportunity for celebration and appreciation. What do you have to celebrate? You've mastered the coursework. You've completed your last final exam. Yay! You've assured the faculty that you are ready. The diplomas you are about to receive aren't just being handed to you. You, each and every one of you, have earned them. And I want to take a moment to appreciate how far you've come and all those who have helped you get to this day. Your friends, your teachers, your families, your classmates, because at Northeastern, we all know that no one achieves their goals alone. Once again, let's appreciate our families and friends. I also hope that you take a moment to appreciate yourselves. You have struggled through experiences that other generations before you have not had to navigate, particularly over the last 2 years, as was just stated. You faced unprecedented challenges and you persevered. You faced a global pandemic, and I know that you faced many other obstacles to earn your degree, but you are here today to celebrate what you have accomplished. I am in awe of how each and every one of you rose to the occasion time and time again to get to this day and to achieve your goal. You assured me day in and day out that you are ready to become leaders. You will use your skills and knowledge acquired from our 156-year-old institution to make a difference, to strengthen our communities, and to make meaningful contributions to society, just like more than 85,000 Northeastern graduates who have come before you. You will break barriers. How do I know this? Because you already have. Some of you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. As was stated earlier, I was the first in my family to earn a college degree. Yeah. Some of you worked 2 jobs, 3 jobs, taking a full load of courses. Some of you had to balance work and home life with schoolwork, and not just your own schoolwork, but that of maybe your children or your younger siblings. Schoolwork, schoolwork, and more schoolwork. I've said it time and time again, Northeastern students have boundless determination. Today, I also encourage you to have gratitude. You see, it is the combination of perseverance and gratitude that opens doors. When you have passion for what you do and you keep the words thank you close, there's little that you cannot accomplish. I want to extend my thank you also to our excellent, marvelous, energetic, dynamic faculty and staff. They work tirelessly. They work tirelessly every day for each and every one of our students to have and gain success and to move on with your dreams for the future. So thank you to my faculty and my staff. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. To my graduates, I am confident that each of you, in your own unique way, will lead and serve the dynamic multicultural world you are stepping into. And I cannot wait to see the barriers that you will break in the future. Best wishes, and thank you all very much. My booklet is not exactly where I thought it would be. Give me just a second. Today, we are honored to continue a new NEIU tradition, the Golden Alumni Induction. The university recognizes members of the class of 1970, 1971, and 1972. Let's give them a hand. The 7 alumni joining us today are celebrating the golden anniversary of their graduation from Northeastern Illinois University. We are proud to recognize them in this significant milestone. Members of the class of 1970, 1971, and 1972 are a part of the new Golden Alumni Association. This exclusive distinction will include alumni who have a half-century of meaningful memories and life achievements, and who have represented Northeastern's values well for a half century. Golden alumni, please stand to be recognized. We are proud to present you with a special 50th anniversary medallion. When you hear your name, please step forward to receive your medallion.
Today we are honored to recognize Madeline Joyce Bartell. Charlene Childers Kornorski Duval. Richard Desmond. Charles Cooner. William Brandon McClellan. Janice A. Knox. Patricia A. Justice. Let us now congratulate our golden alumni from the class of 1970, 1971, and 1972.
Today is also a special day because Northeastern Illinois University will confer the honorary Doctor of Humane Letters to Juan Gabriel Moreno. Would Trustee Palos and Provost Rome join me to the right of the podium, and Mr. Moreno, please join me to the left of the podium. Juan Gabriel Moreno is an award-winning architect and founder and president of Juan Gabriel Moreno Architects, JGMA. Born in Bogota, Colombia, Mr. Moreno studied architecture at the California State Polytech University, Pomona, and has been creating provocative works for more than 30 years, including Northeastern Illinois University's El Centro location in Chicago's Avondale neighborhood. In 2010, Mr. Moreno launched JGMA with the sole purpose of transforming Chicago's diverse communities with his architecture. Since then, JGMA has become one of the most highly acclaimed design firms in Chicago. Moreno's personal dedication to community and social justice has been recognized both locally and internationally. He was named a 2017 Business Leader of Color and a 2016 Groundbreaker for his efforts to improve the functionality of the built world. In 2015, he was selected as a fellow of the Leadership Greater Chicago and was recently recognized by Crain's as one of their notable executives of color in construction and real estate. Moreno also had the honor of being recognized by former Colombian President Juan Manuel Santos as one of the 100 Colombianos for 2013 and was a recipient of the 2013 Peace Prize for International Excellence, which recognizes Colombians working outside of the country and making a difference in the lives of children and communities. Therefore, Juan Gabriel Moreno, in public recognition of merit and distinction, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Northeastern Illinois Universities, I hereby confer upon you the Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations. Let's move over that way for the photo.
Wow. President Gibson, Provost Rome, Thank you for a memory of a lifetime. On behalf of my entire family, it's a day we'll never forget. But today is not about me. If I could, I'd take all these lights and I'd shine them on you, the graduates. You're to be commended, you're to be applauded, as I know that your road has not been easy. It's not been linear, there have been barriers. There have been those that say you can't, but this day has arrived. You see, I know your journey. I'm an immigrant, a proud immigrant. Thank you. Born in Bogota, Colombia, raised by my mother, yeah, for the Colombianos. I don't even need to see you, I can hear you. That's what I love about Colombia. My mother raised us. Father abandoned us. But my mom was the one that always instilled in us, mijitos, you gotta learn to look deeper. Don't judge color, don't judge the way somebody sounds. You see, my mom endured a lot of racism. A lot of doors that closed. She never graduated high school, didn't come to the US speaking English. She learned to speak, but always had a Spanish accent. It would upset me when I'd hear people mock my mother, but she'd always tell me, cálmate, mijito. We gotta be strong, we gotta learn to look deeper. That stayed with me to this day. Thank you. About 20 years ago, I made the fateful decision to move to Chicago, and my life would never be the same. It's during this time in Chicago that I recognized that my journey in architecture had to be one where communities and people of color had to matter. So in 2010, I launched my firm. And there by my side was my wife. Yep. And she's here, Laura, who knew that the path to starting your own firm as minorities was not the easiest road, but it's the road we had to take. And there she was, always supporting me. Let it be known, as we talk about breaking barriers, my wife, an immigrant, architect, is currently the chair of the Chicago Plan Commission, the first time a Latino architect immigrant has held that position ever. Amor, you are the definition of breaking barriers. In 2013, I had the great pleasure of being introduced to Northeastern Illinois University. Yeah, you were embarking upon El Centro. You put a call out to architects in this city, asking for proposals for what El Centro could be. When you read the proposal, it talked about experience in higher education, community, and I recognized that only in our third year as a firm, this was a proposal that we had to submit. At the time, we had really limited higher education experience. But this piece about community, making a difference, giving people a chance, it's like, my God, that's me. So we submitted our proposal, like dozens of other firms in Chicago. And although our proposal was limited on project, it wasn't short of words. And the notion that El Centro had to be a place of dignity and inspiration for everybody that stepped foot in that building. Thankfully, your selection committee read those words, and I was asked to interview. 4 interviewees, my firm, and 3 of the largest, not only in Chicago, but in the US. And in that interview, I could clearly see and hear those words that my mom always said to me, look deeper. Yet I was experiencing it from all of you. You really wanted to get to know me. Not my past work. What was I going to do for you? In the interview, you asked me, at the end, what this building, El Centro, would mean to me. And I said, with all due respect, it has nothing to do with me. It has to do for all of you. That if done right, that building could inspire those that have never thought about stepping foot in higher education to do it. That building has a chance to leave an indelible mark in this city so that when people go by it, and trust me, when I was interviewing for El Centro and telling my friends and colleagues, my God, I have an interview with Northeastern Illinois University for the El Centro building. Every one of them corrected me, saying, Northwestern? Northern Illinois? Or Northeastern in Boston? You got a job in Boston? No, Northeastern Illinois University. So in that interview, I said, this is a chance to change that narrative. And yes, architecture has that innate power. By selecting me to be your architect, you have forever changed my life. I stand in front of you humbly as one of the largest Latino architecture firms in the United States. You are my game changer. Your El Centro is recognized as one of the 200 most important buildings in the history of Illinois. It is arguably one of the most award-winning higher education buildings that the state has ever seen, and it was always done for you. The opening of El Centro, the year that it opened, also coincided with the birth of our first son. Yeah, and he's here. Evan Domingo, thank you for being the gift that keeps on giving. Te amo. Te amo, mijito. This journey in Chicago it's also created this perfect storm in my life where I was reintroduced to my father. And it had to do with education. A family member from Medellin chose Chicago to do her postgraduate studies, and I'd never met anybody on my father's side. And she looked me up and heard that possibly there was a cousin that lived in the US that possibly lived in Chicago. And she sought me out. And I met with her. And in that meeting, she said, I'm getting married in Medellin. I'd like you to be at the wedding, and I want you to meet your father, my uncle. I said, no, he abandoned us. And that's where the conversation ended, and I called my mother immediately. Her first words to me, have I taught you nothing? You've been presented with the opportunity of a lifetime to profoundly learn more about your father, and you walked away. I hung up with my mom, called my cousin and said, I'm going to Colombia. The visit with my dad, who's since passed, but changed my life. I learned things about myself, that I never knew I could do. Forgiveness. I mean, talk about really learning to look deep into a human being. Yeah, my father failed as a father and as a husband, but that didn't make him an awful human being. And I learned that. That gift also presented itself with some rumors that I might have a brother and sister. Yet I couldn't find them. They were born in the US, I didn't know where they were. Information was difficult to come by. Those of you from Latin America know what I mean. It was a fateful day where my wife and I, for Christmas, decided to give each other a gift of Ancestry.com for Christmas. Yes. There we sent our saliva away to get our DNA results, and 3 months passed, and there I had some messages one day, Saturday morning while I'm enjoying a cup of coffee. Hey, Juan Gabriel Moreno, this is Daniel Moreno. Our DNA is really close. I think we're brothers. Hi, Juan Moreno. I'm Jeanette Moreno. These DNA results are conspicuously close. I think I'm your sister. 3 years ago, I had the pleasure of meeting my sister Jeanette and my brother Daniel. As I like to say, we are brothers and sisters, literally and figuratively, from another mother. I present to you my brother and sister who've flown in from Las Vegas and Seattle for this unforgettable day. Yes. Thank you for looking profoundly into me and giving me a chance to be in your life. I love you both. I promised President Gibson I'd keep it together. I'm going to keep my promise. Today in business, when I meet someone new, a new client says, what are you doing? What work have you done? I've never heard your name before. Say, well, unless you've gone into Chicago's community of color, you're not going to know my work. But do you drive? They always look at me curiously. What do you mean? Of course I drive. Well, then, you've been on the Kennedy. Ever go by Belmont, Kimball, see a blue and yellow building that speaks to you? Northeastern Illinois University El Centro? Is that the one you're talking about? Oh my God. I didn't have to tell you who Northeastern Illinois University was. Damn it. Lastly, I'll close by saying that upon meeting Northeastern Illinois University in 2013, I've always felt attachment to you. You gave me a chance of a lifetime. I've always felt I was going to be your friend forever, that I was going to be an ambassador to the university, an advocate for all the incredible things that you do. Never in my wildest dreams did I'd ever think that I'd officially be family. Thank you for welcoming me into the NEIU family. All the best. Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm gonna try to follow that. Greetings, graduates. Greetings, it's graduation day, yes! My name is Sylvia Daniels, and I am Director of Development here at Northeastern. Now, did you know that Northeastern Illinois University has more than 85,000 alumni, including you in a few minutes? That is quite powerful. And of that number, 74%, or about 64,000 of you, remain here in the state of Illinois, adding to our collective wisdom, raising your families, and supporting your communities and the future of our state. We are so proud of our 2022 graduates, and in a few minutes, you will join this broad network. At this time, I would like our alumni in the audience, all of our alums, to please stand and let us welcome you back to campus, to the university. Oh, so many, so good to see. And now I would like to call to the podium one of our graduating students, Jacqueline Vargas Molina, to present the class gift. Jacqueline has volunteered with the NEIU Foundation and Alumni Relations, and she is heavily involved in her Greek organization, Alpha Psi Lambda. Jacqueline is a first-generation transfer student graduating today, summa cum laude, with a degree in social work. It is my pleasure, social work. It is my pleasure to introduce Jacqueline Vargas Molina.
Hello, and congratulations, fellow graduates. It is my privilege to present the 2022 class gift. Established by the graduating class of 1996, the NEIU class gift provides scholarships to students in need. Over the years, we have raised over $125,000 to an endowment created for our students from students. As a first-generation college student, I faced struggles in my collegiate journey. Every day, I reminded myself of the end goal, getting to today. I am grateful for the support I received from my professors and NEIU staff who took the time to guide me, along with Alpha Psi Lambda, who gave me the opportunity to grow personally and professionally. Financing an academic journey can be very overwhelming. Many of us have to work a full-time or part-time job while studying and balancing other responsibilities. Fortunately, our community provided the resources, including scholarships, to help us get through. Without that help, it would have been harder to be where I am today. So I thank all those who donated to the class gift. This year, I am proud to report that the class of 2022 has contributed more than $1,962 with over 80 gifts. Class of 2022, we have made our mark on Northeastern. And through the class gift, we are leaving our legacy. Every graduated who contributed is wearing a spirit tassel to demonstrate their commitment to philanthropy and to helping fellow students. Your efforts and generosity will continue to make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce Ms. Melanie Boutron from the Northeastern Illinois University Alumni Advisory Board to officially welcome you into the NEIU Alumni Association. At NEIU, Melanie took leadership roles in multiple student organizations, including student government, Undocumented, Resilient, and Organized, and the Latin American Student Organization. She was also the first student liaison for the NEIU Foundation Board. Melanie graduated in 2019 with her BA in Business Administration, and she is now program manager at the Dream.US. Please help me welcome an outstanding alumna and my friend, Melanie Boutron.
Hello, buenas tardes. How are you? Hello, I am Melanie Boutron, a proud NEIU alumni, class of 2019, first generation college graduate, Latina, undocumented immigrant from Ecuador, proudly speaking to you today. I am here as a proud member of the NEIU Alumni Advisory Board, and we wish to congratulate you, the graduating class of 2022. You have earned your degrees, and we recognize you today. This is a reflection of your dedication, hard work, and sacrifice. And education and degrees you have earned can never be taken away. As my parents used to say, nadie te puede quitar la educación. Your education becomes a part of who you are for the rest of your life. Class of 2022, you are now a part of the NEIU alumni family. This means you can draw on our support when you need it. We stand by you and are ready to help you achieve what you want to do in the future. Today, we are pleased to present to you a one-year complimentary membership in the Alumni Association with all its benefits. Some of these include career counseling, social and professional networking, extended library privileges, special event invitation, and much more. You will also receive a special NEIU lapel pin to signify that you now belong to our distinguished community. The Alumni Association is a network that stands ready to support your endeavors for the rest of your life. On behalf of the NEIU Alumni Association, I salute you and welcome you. Now I'm going a little off script. We're going to do a little recall exercise so we can celebrate your achievement. So now when I say or ask you, the graduates, you did that, you're gonna respond with, I did that, but with like sass and attitude, okay? Are we ready? So we're gonna do it 3 times, and if the camera wants to pan out, okay, so class of 2022, you did that? You did that? Who did that? Congratulations, class of 2022. Welcome. And special shout out to one of my best friends, Andrea Popoca, graduating today. Love you. Thank you.
Provost Rome will now present candidates for conferral of graduate and undergraduate degrees.
Will the faculty please rise and face the candidates? Will the candidates receiving graduate degrees, Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Social Work, Master of... We love our social workers. Masters of Business Administration, Master of Arts and Teaching, and Master of Science and Instruction, please rise. President Gibson, these these candidates, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the College of Graduate Studies and Research, are recommended to you by the deans and faculty for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the dean of the College of Graduate Studies and Research, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Northeastern Illinois University, I hereby confer upon you the graduate degree earned with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Graduates, be seated. Will the candidates receiving baccalaureate degrees, non-traditional degrees, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Education, please rise. President Gibson, these candidates, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and respective academic departments, are recommended to you by the deans and faculty for the formal conferring of their degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the deans, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Northeastern Illinois University, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degree earned with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Bachelor degree recipients, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your caps. Congratulations.
The graduates and faculty, please be seated. Candidates who have completed the university honors curriculum are noted in the program and are wearing the honors medallion. Also, candidates who are graduating honors cum laude, that's GPA of 3.5 to 3.74, high honors magna cum laude, GPA of 3.75 to 3.89, and highest honors summa cum laude, 3.9 to 4.0. All are noted in the program and are wearing bronze, silver, and gold medallions respectively. Would all students receiving academic honors please stand? The university community extends to each of you our heartiest congratulations on your achievements. Please be seated. We have come to that part of the program when our new graduates will proceed to the platform to receive their diplomas. I have a bit of a public service announcement here. In order to maintain the health and safety of everyone participating in today's ceremony, there will be no handshakes. Instead, each graduate will be greeted and recognized on stage with a bow, which is a traditional East Asian gesture of respect, a fist bump, which was popularized by former President Obama. Additionally, we ask that masks remain on during formal pictures on stage. Please keep your mask on. We request that the audience and graduates please be respectful of everyone's moment and remain seated until all graduates have come forward to be recognized, so that no family will miss the announcement of their graduate's name. We also ask that families and friends withhold their applause and cheering until all of the graduates have crossed the stage. Thank you for that. And now the names of the graduates will be read by Dr. Jill Hallett.
Will the graduates receiving master's degrees in arts and sciences from the College of Graduate Studies and Research please come forward? To the audience and graduates, please remain seated and withhold your applause until the conclusion of the presentation of graduates. Let us congratulate all of the arts and sciences master's degree recipients. Judith Molina. Norma Martinez. Gabriela Martinez. Mary Vassal. Misha Gilmore. Karen Monteroso. Molly Colwyn. Jasmine Rubalcava. Jalisa Cortez. Stephanie Herrera. Carolyn Cerny. Julia Ramirez. Leslie Carmona. Robert Lemus. Stephanie Holloway. Olga Guzman. Maria Zarina Castro. Libet Torres. Marbella Salgado. Nicole Juante. Raquel Gomez Savoy. Carla Ninette Hernandez. Samantha Rios. Adriana Chavez. Kafaya Mustafa. Elizabeth Tisha. Lucy Takela. Arletta Thursby. Phoebe Lind. Olivia Kowalska. Josh Skulski. Kashana Bailey. Gary Akins. No, you're awesome. Wanda Dukes. Tara Danielle Thompson Rayburn. Christopher Taylor. Stacy Miro. Gus Segovia. John Janikowski. Rochelle Edwards. Francis Caldwell. Shyam Dedania. Rada Abu Saifan. Stephanie Garcia. Carla Garcia. Natalie Miranda. Cassandra Acevedo. Ofelia Robles. Karina Velázquez. Leslie Rodriguez. Josué Silva. Laura Gerditz. Joanna Hernandez. Sandy Flores. Haley Taylor. Taylor Winfield. Ahmed Khan. Robert Wolf. Judy Kwiecień. Julia Salazar. Megan Kaufman. Matthew Shea. Ala Bouabdalawi. Annie Qureshi. Miriam Orta. Maxie Moses. Liliana Valenzuela. Michaela Zhang. Melanie Rolon. Vasiliki Stratikopoulou. Sean Avery. Julie Smith. Ala Binajab. Erica Thomas. Randa Al-Shawabka. Virginia Goodwin Sandstrom. Diego Fernandez. Let us congratulate all of the Arts and Sciences Master's Degree recipients. Will the graduates receiving master's degrees in Business and Technology from the College of Graduate Studies and Research please come forward? To the audience and graduates, please remain seated and withhold your applause until the conclusion of the presentation of graduates. Fidel Guzman. Mustafa Alzawi. Roussel Al-Gouboure. Tilat Jahan. Khundmir Sayed. Edwin Salas. Michai Malich. Aneta Zalinska. Yanika Barfield. Jennifer Schaefer. Shobha Manapati. Obed Ose Akoto. Roshika Podel. Toka Alnache. Demir Prashko. Nida Rahman. Maiwand Poyar. Spencer Elmore. Brandon Boss. David Ramirez. Marta Rangel. Fernando Adan. Luis Zagui. Let us congratulate all of the Business and Technology Master's Degree recipients. Will the graduates receiving master's degrees in education from the College of Graduate Studies and Research please come forward? Anne Bond. Angela Belton Frison. Francisco Alvarez. Patricia Martinez Brito. Patty. Tiffany Novak. Mackenzie Gora. Alyssa Rappin. Monica Chichola. Jessica Mylans. Giovanna Cruz. Dana Allegra Sals. Autumn Elizabeth Holtschlag. Dulce Davalos. Melanie Glover. Dauphine Gregory. Leanne Rivenes. Leslie Castillo. Christian Torres. Connie Mendez. Araceli Mena. Quintiliano Rios Perez. Gerardo Garcia. Maritza del Real. Ruby Gonzalez Dajani. Allison Schoenbeck. Jocelyn Ramon. Gabriela Mata. Natalia Cardenas. Sloan Oxley Barnes. Jody Reuter. Sean Hardiman. Daniel Spadale. Justin Issa. Chloe Battle. Jenica Mullins. Thanks. Claire Lawrence. Jennifer Tertullian. Charlize Burkell. Genevieve Arsenault. Leticia Hernandez. Giovanni Baez. Julian Barraza. Isamarie Schifino. Alexander Vignette. Moyo Falana. Truve White. Colleen Lamel Harmon. Jennifer Saranowski. Scott Shaw. Scott Shaw. Summer Alzawawi. Elo Okwata. Kaylee Villaseñor. Lara Dababne. Juyeon Kim. Pamela Martinez. Jimena Herrera. Sherian Doss. Araceli de la Luz Landa. Silvia Zvolinsky. Amanda Katomer. Frank Palomera. Gabi Washington. Rachel Morcunas. Sayanx da Silva. Heidi Reamer. Enrique Galarza. Patricia Hernandez. Noah Padowitz. Danielle Duran. Emily Swahula. Rachel Violetto. Maria Aguirre. Melissa Killenberg. Brianna Lasapunara. Amy Grimasic. Stephanie Ayala. Alexandra Canary. Georgia Arguires. Mercedes Reyes. Nicholas Benedetto. Abla Harib. Erica Jones. Annette Brandt. Jacqueline Rovner. Robert Casper. Mercy Dogo. Mari Callahan. Carmen Lugo. Lainey Stegmeyer. Christian Cornelius. Aisha Patel. Sanya Noor. Jacob Newton. Miguel Perez. Tess Love. Fabian Lopez. Priscilla Chico. Berenice Pond. Mariam Resnick. Christine Abeni. What happened? Joanna Kastrinakis. Let us congratulate all of the Education Master's Degree recipients. Will the graduates receiving baccalaureate degrees from the non-traditional degree programs please come forward? To the audience and graduates, please remain seated and withhold your applause until the conclusion of the presentation of the graduates. Linda Weatherspoon. Rocio Diaz. Marilyn Alam. Ebony Muhammad. Khalil Eruiwig. Vivian Ayala. Carrie Rochelle. Chelsea McGee. Javier Colon. Leah Lancaster. Jacqueline Cook. Karina Tapia. Maureen Burns. Shireen Ghaziani. Rabia Khan. Lois McNeil. Christine Bowen. Vanessa Rappaport. Tiffany Fairley. Colette Payne. Shane Crozier. Sarah Lennart. Veronica Gonzalez. Let us congratulate all of the degree recipients from the non-traditional degree programs. Will the graduates receiving baccalaureate degrees from the College of Arts and Sciences please come forward? To the audience and graduates, please remain seated and withhold your applause. Card. Hi, oh no. Yay, I didn't get her card. Mahum Wazir. Sabi Reza Sosa. Johanna Kando. Guadalupe Aguilero. Ana Rosa Huaracha Saavedra. Jaylene Pineda. Berenice Torres. Michael Kozira. Emanuela Aguirre. Clifford Arnaud. Giselle Ruvalcaba. Julissa Peña. Jennifer Puga Hernandez. Melania Anton. Magali Estrada. Anan Lee. Bushra Jahesh. Armina Sharif. Kimberly Newtall. Stephanie Vasquez. Citlali Alcala. Diana Moreno Velasquez. Ava Ravago. Kayla Hinkes. Brianna McCarthy. Evelyn Perez. Dragana Vasic. Ariana Tenorio. Biana Samoilovich. Samantha Samano. Abhinav Lyle. Jose Florentino. Jacob Tedland. Andrea Castillo. Montserrat Sanchez. Anna Fox. Isabel Mitchell. Eliezer Garcia Solis. Melissa Thomas. Angelica Monzada. Noah Rife. Myra Castañeda. Sina Moseni. Brianna Cotton. Aaron Belcher. Jacqueline Sanchez. Mary Sheehan. Samra Masood. Madison Miller. John Martell. Malik Ratliff. Paloma Guerrero. Jocelyn Ruvalcaba. Alisa Salas. Matthew Ugolini. Carly Coleman. Sarah Weiner. Diamante Hare. Jordan Butler. Alan Radelich. Jay Lopez. Juanita Vasquez. Lisbeth Guzman. Linda Arroyo. Eric Hernandez. Juan Herrera. Liliana Guardado. Letty Ortega. Joseph Tippett. Erica Albrigo. Ivan Garcia. Anita Roman. Yasmin Perez. Noé Ramírez. Alicia Bermeo. Jessica Bueno. Nancy Perez Bolanos. Khushali Kshirsagar. Martin Rodriguez. Dimitra Kokosioulis. Abigail Leon. Maya Kapearl. Katina Cole. Anetta Corner. Quentin Santucci. Zena Lopez. Leonardo Gonzalez. Wendy Guerrero. Jasmine Jackson. Tariq Abu Talib. I told him, right? Zoe Hickey. Mask on. Oh, you have to have your mask on. You have to have your mask on. Jacqueline Castañeda. Leslie Rivera. Michael Casino. Crystal Ortiz. Graduates, please remember to put your masks on as you come up here. Thank you. Annabelle Vences. Cristina Gomez. Angel Gonzalez. Kevin Polanco. Rochelle Alvarado. Tiffany An Chong. Elif Kuchuk. Jackie Valladares. Ryland Pietras. Andrea Mendoza. Gerardo Legaspi. Caden Ignelzi. Thank you, graduates, for having your masks on as you cross the stage. Lexi Leach. Sean Gunderson. Adrian Brown. Nigel Makwan. Antonio Turner. Ashonda Parker. Nicole Soto. Lena Carrion. Rogelio Alvarado. Eric Cruz. Galilea Gonzalez. Cristina Rujutas. Ruth Ortiz. Karina Alvarez Espinosa. Jacqueline Castro. Giancarlo Peregrina. Ria Patel. Shasiri Cruz. Mahnur Jiwa. Rachel Esler. Andriana Andelkovich. Rebecca Arapi. Michaeline Perry. Stuart Brito. Trisha Robert. Haley Epstein. Norman Berry. Kayla Zimmerman Muskovich. Jacqueline Vargas Molina. Rob Sturzak. Bianca Aro. Jaime Arroyo. Nina Campos. Mary Sparks. Nick Machewski. Alexandra Castillo. Zaira Guerrero. Janet Lopez. Linda Delgado. Umar Keita. Gian Reyes. Jasmine Zuniga. Laiba Tariq. Delvin Barber. Mariam Ibrahim. David Menendez. Kevin Moreno. Walter Ivale. Jaritza Rosario. Lee Vargas. Lynette Wilson. Christian Silva. Colleen Tui. Erica Belloso. David Redmond. Christina Jacobo. Cecilia Griggs. Nicholas Joseph Del Carmen. Daniel Ruiz. Quetzali Gomez. Alejandra Padilla. Andrea Popoca. Amy Bravati. Joseph Vasquez. Evelyn Jimenez. Dani Karaivanov. Jessica Romero. Dulce Sanchez. Yasari Gutierrez. Brenda Pineda Jimenez. Nadia Quiñones. Jack Davenport. Adrina Mata. Elisa Coronado. Jadira Enriquez. Lauren McGraw. Francine Aguilar. Joseph Harris. Mariam Sieda. Jacqueline Anguiano. Guadalupe Diaz. Kim Lee. Jessica Montes. Phoebe Bello. Karina Vasquez. Karen Vega. Yaritza Ortega. Octavia Redmond. Jacquinette Goggins. Kirsten Williams. David Brandwine. Leandre Burgess. Nadia Macedon. Sunny Balan. Alexis Halverson. Nick Trupa. Nicholas Lopez. Raquel Fidus. Giovanni Maldonado Perez. Bruno Alava. Jose Corral. Ingrid Navarrete. Jose Moreno Cruz. Reza Khan. Zonali Vega. Atanasia Mitrogiani. Jasmine Camargo. Natalie Diaz. Yakota R. Von Pruitt. Becky de Graffenried. Alanis Daniel Mercado. Eduardo Alvarado. Julissa Renteria. Emma Amaya. Allison Blazejack. Jerry Oseguera. Sean Diaz. Edgar Lopez. Justice Watkins. Elizabeth Jurgerson. Jasmine De Leon. Stavros Kosenakis. Elizabeth Guzman. Alex Brown. Anwar Zahiruddin. Antonio Gonzalez. Akira Makbul. Oscar Gonzalez. Let us congratulate all of the degree recipients from the College of Arts and Sciences. Will the graduates receiving baccalaureate degrees from the College of Business and Technology please come forward? To the audience and graduates, please remain seated and withhold your applause until the conclusion of the presentation of the graduates. We appreciate your maskedness. Melody Quintero. Elizabeth Solorio. Christian Carranza. Elizabeth Contreras. James Jimenez. Luis Rosales. Ta Tran. Lisbeth Gonzalez Herrera. Adrian Carrasco. Isis Montalvo. Veronica Fornea. Emmy Pachi. Stephanie Hagan. Craig Yee. John Barrett. Giovanna Sierra. Leslie Tolentino. Camry Bowling. Olesia Yanchenko. I need your card for pictures if you could get it. Thank you. Put your mask on. Zaid Hernandez. Milady Roman. Vicente Ortiz. Alan Tu. Ivan Ivanov. Taylor Kindred. Thank you for wearing your masks on the stage. Alejandra Coria. Paula Lucas. Kathy Lee. Jorge Bravo. Jose Silva. Mary Sarkisian. Please put your masks on as you cross the stage, friends, graduates. Ina Stoiko. I know you. Adelie Parra. Alexandra Barajinchik. Maya Tapa Maharjan. Muhammad Bangash. Sean Cullen. Daniela Knevich Gonzalez. Areli Diaz. Javier Trejo Carlos. Alejandra Hernandez. Janu Marasini. Alejandro Albiter. Eileen Melendez. Farhan Kadri. Daniel Petter. Dylan Petter. Rick Wright. Adeline Perez. Marilu Perez. Aman Siddiqui. Kyle Cochran. Prem Patel. Miraj Patel. Dennis Dervisevich. Leslie Pacheco. Andrea Corrales. Patrick McCready. Bob Brown. Jeremy Ramos. Diego Sanchez. Nicholas Pinto. Samantha Ortega. Mohammed Pekmes. Blerta Shero. Yasmina Mielkovic. Yasmina Mehmedovic. Janila Hasic. Kathleen Williams. Jacqueline Danja. Bartolomew Olszewski. Mohammad Samju. Huzefa Jolie. Ashraf Azam. Zufa Ali. Ansa Aslam. Gerardo Orizaba. Valerie Jacomi. Alex Hernandez. Ezequiel Vital Rendon. Mariam Shet. Gertie Dimo. Darian Hill. Rehan Ahmed. Jordan Moore. Frank Batevis. Kyle Zamet. Murad Deeb. Hussein Basbous. Stop it. Dorothy Chorsepa. Maggie Moreno. Daniela Romero Coronado. Roberto Nestor. Andrew Puksai. Joseph Bofani. Hifza Habib. Hitam Hazma. They're still coming? Okay. Marcel Bujnowski. Ashanti Davis. Aldo Diaz. Celine Fino. Zamar Iqbal. Put it back on. Put it back on. Ian Montesinos. Elizabeth Soto. Hi. Jesus Trejo. Alejandro Villaseñor. Praveen Khadka. Rene Garcia. Shayan Hassan. Cesar Uribe Portillo. Alex Yankov. Wilman Lopez. Junaid Asif. Jose Trejo Reyes. Arietta Crooks. Giselle Pacifico Patterson. Alejandra Escamilla. Annalie Barajas. Ankush Bias. Gina Watson. Aya Al-Sheikh. Zamad Fawaz. Jorge Baena. Andy Roshi. Elena Romo. Elizabeth Coulter. Alan Nedelchu. John Podgorski. Nicholas Koronakos. Paulette Viagran. Oscar Viagran. Robin Malcolm. Zach Halpin. Temitope Odueyungbo. And Tavis Chisholm. Okay. Let us congratulate all of the degree recipients from the College of Business and Technology. Will the graduates receiving baccalaureate degrees from the Daniel L. Goodwin College of Education please come forward? To the audience and graduates, please remain seated and withhold your applause until the conclusion of the presentation of the graduates. Thank you for masking. Trina Frazier. Daisy Alarcón. Sophia Gautier. Jack Walters. Destiny Diaz. Alexis Kubik. Mariah McKinney. Jenny Huen. Catherine Sedekase. Brittany Tom. Dali Cervantes. Savannah Crespo. Diane Yuhana. Reem Habib. Lisette Delgado. Ana Ortiz. Crystal Cepeda. Maria Teresa Ocampo. Belinda Sanchez. Onyx Gonzalez. Evelina Judge. Stanley Hanachek. Mauricio Mora. Judith Colin. Ryan Olson. Miroslav Markovic. Tennille Wesley. Ana Skaza. Jessica Beltran. Christy Iniguez. Jessica Thomas. Blanca Mendez. Kirsten Teresi. Julie DeGidio. Julio Alcantar. Kylie Cromer. Michael Platzner. Ayla Zulovic. Heather Mahmood. Jennifer Aria Michael Gorney Carlson. Jusif Masso. Shirley Johnson. Alejandro Marroquin. Michael Gutzi. Andrew Duback. Alvin Jimenez. Lucy Lagunas. Leslie Ramirez. Monica Baena. Angelica Herrera. Saul Moran. Parth Amin. Carl Gray. Kendall Perquette. James Cox. Marisela Hernandez. Medina Skinderi. Kevin Schlacks. Diana Kioros. Nicole Avalos. Andy Porcayo. Amanda Dunnigan. Halima Patel. Amy Nijo. Ikra Arter. Astha Kumar. Mariah Figueroa. Ashley Houston. Oriana Barney. Maideli Campos Salazar. Cecilia Bucio. Evelyn Vasquez. Nada Bijapuri. Mahek Khatun. Christine DeRoos. Layla Torlo. Jordan Luke. Sarah Junaid. Elma Orla. Edith Cardenas. Marcela Soto Jimenez. Mayra Sotelo. Lupita Arrieta. Melissa Avila. Allison Johns. Zulema Flores. Sandra Ramirez. Jessica Perez. Griselda Perez. Gema Delgado Ortiz. Tiffany Duran. Alma Mooney. Mariam Chaudhry. Jacqueline Rody. Nicole Guerrero. Jessica Astorino. Asil Al-Hashlamoun. Simila Lachin. Irene Pasia Bacino. Shannon Boyle. Erika Delabra. Destiny Daniel. Mitzi Konversky. Alejandra Sandoval Flores. Javier Degante. Jiwon Park. Olivia Kaminsky. Echo Lynch. Jennifer Alvarado. Margarita Rivera. Melissa Alvarez. Daimarud Mata. Karina Barriga Alfaro. Estefania Gomez. Batul Hussein. Jessica Duran. Zulay Sanchez. Cristina Perez. Keira Santa Maria. Let us congratulate all of the degree recipients from the Daniel L. Goodwin College of Education.
No. Oh, this one's on the right page.
Thank you. Now that our last graduate has received their diploma, I want to once again congratulate everyone who walked across the stage this afternoon. To my graduates, my final message to you is this: use your knowledge and skills to make the world a better place. You have achieved your dream. Now you can use it. And as you climb the ladder of success, which I know you will, provide support and encouragement for others. Remember, your learning doesn't end here. Stay committed to lifelong learning and make sure everyone knows you're from Northeastern Illinois University. And lastly, stay connected with us. Be engaged with NEIU and come home often. I hope that you will continue the tradition of being an alumni that continues to engage the larger community, to speak eloquently about Northeastern and about the difference that it has made in your lives. And if given the chance, please say yes when called upon to serve your alma mater. It will mean the world to the students who come after you. On behalf of the entire Northeastern Illinois University community, our faculty, our staff, our students, our alumni, our trustees, our friends and supporters, and those who for generations have worked to sustain the special place that we call NEIU, I extend to each of you our heartfelt congratulations and very best wishes. Congratulations once again, class of 2022. I am very proud of you.
One last time, let's give our graduates a final round. Let's hear it on Harrison. Let's hear it on Congress. Let's hear it downtown. Come on, give them a nice round of applause. It is through the work of these individuals in designing and executing the curricula of the university that we've been able to achieve your educational goals, culminating in graduation today. With the faculty and staff, please stand. Give your faculty and staff a nice round of applause. President and I appreciate your hard work from our hearts. Thank you, and please be seated. On behalf of the university, I wish to thank the NEIU String Ensemble conducted by Danielle Chattel. Daniel, please stand. Also, interpreters Charlotte Beeling and Megan Taylor for interpreting for the deaf and hard of hearing. Best wishes to each of you, our graduates, new alumni. We hope you will return often. Professor Duggan will close the convocation.
Are you ready? This concludes Northeastern Illinois University's commencement convocation for May 2022 graduates. Thank you and congratulations.